The random jotting of Donald J. from Nelson in Pendle. Rustling Woman. Location: Droylsden, Ashton Hill Lane. Title: The Rustling Woman of Ashton Hill Lane. In the small town of Droylsden, nestled among the rolling hills, there was a road shrouded in mystery and whispered tales. Ashton Hill Lane, they called it, where the air seemed to carry the weight of secrets untold. It was said that on moonless nights, when the world held its breath, the rustling woman would emerge from the shadows. The townsfolk spoke of her in hushed tones, uncertain if she was a restless spirit or a figment of imagination. Some claimed to have seen her in the dead of night, a spectral figure draped in dark, billowing fabric. Others spoke of a radiant presence, clad in luminous white. It was a puzzle that befuddled even the most skeptical minds. Ashton Hill Lane, though beautiful by day, turned into an eerie passage under the cloak of darkness. Trees arched overhead, their gnarled branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. The winding road seemed to stretch endlessly, disappearing into the heart of the unknown. One fateful evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and shadows grew long, a brave soul named Thomas set out to uncover the truth behind the rustling woman. Armed with nothing but a lantern and a heart full of curiosity, he ventured into the heart of Ashton Hill Lane. The air grew chilly, and the night was punctuated by the distant call of an owl. Thomas's footsteps echoed, the sound muffled by the thick carpet of fallen leaves. He walked on, undeterred by the encroaching darkness, driven by a thirst for knowledge. And then, as if summoned by his presence, a soft rustling emerged from the depths of the forest. His heart quickened, and he tightened his grip on the lantern. The forest seemed to hold its breath, waiting for the mysterious apparition to reveal itself. Suddenly, there she was, emerging from the shadows. The rustling woman, her form ethereal, drifted towards Thomas. Her garments billowed around her, alternating between shades of inky black and shimmering white. Her face was veiled, her eyes hidden in the depths of her enigma. "Who are you?" Thomas mustered the courage to ask, his voice barely above a whisper. The woman did not respond, but her presence spoke volumes. There was a sorrow about her, a longing that seemed to stretch across ages. Thomas could feel it, like a weight pressing down on his chest. He took a step closer, compelled by an inexplicable force. The woman's presence seemed to envelop him, drawing him into her world of mystery and melancholy. As the night wore on, Thomas and the rustling woman stood in silent communion. It was a moment suspended in time, where the boundaries between the living and the spectral blurred. When the first light of dawn began to pierce the horizon, the rustling woman began to fade, her form dissipating like morning mist. Thomas watched, a mixture of awe and sorrow filling his heart. From that day forward, Ashton Hill Lane held a different meaning for Thomas. It was no longer just a road, but a bridge to another realm, a place where the past intertwined with the present. The townsfolk continued to speak of the rustling woman, their voices filled with wonder and trepidation. She remained an enigma, a haunting manifestation that defied explanation. And Ashton Hill Lane, forever steeped in mystery, became a testament to the inexplicable wonders that linger just beyond the veil of understanding. By Donald J.